want to play a game.
What's up, everybody? It's time for another exciting edition of Why We Love Horror Trivia. It's the Jeopardy episode again. This is the fourth Jeopardy episode we're doing. We've had a new champion every single time. But you guys know this familiar American game show. So let's bring on today's contestants. Bring it in first. He's no stranger to the channel. He's the co-host of one of the shows in the channel. It's Will Cohen. Will, how are you today?
I'm doing good. I'm all blazered up and ready to get the show on the road.
Sounds good. Our second contestant, former singles champion and one-time co-host of Aaron on Wines. Big business. Jeremy Potters, what's going on, man?
Not much. Doing well. I am also blazed up. I believe that's what Will said. So I get another run.
Blazer and Blaze In, and someone probably right in the middle of the two of them. Former singles champion, former Just Eclipse champion. No, current Just Eclipse champion, I believe.
Luis took my belt.
Yo.
How's it going, guys?
Doing fine, doing well.
All right. Well, you guys know Jeopardy. Basically, there's 25 questions on the board. Luis will pick the first category once I bring up the categories and explain them. Don't buzz in until I've finished reading the question. Please answer in the form of the question. You'll get one warning, and then I'm not going to accept your answers. And remember, wrong answers will cost you points. So let's bring in today's board. We'll go over the categories, what they mean. So your first category, wait, that's a guy. These are movies where some male actor either dresses as or acts as a female. You tell me the actor in that movie that is playing a female or pretending to be a female. Single locations, these are movies that take place mostly in one location. I just need the type of location they're in. Horror icons by the numbers, your lovable horror icons movies, but all the answers will be a number. Actors and actresses before and after, just regular before and after questions like The Evil Dead by Dawn, but there'll be an actor's name and something else. So there'll always be an actor in the before and after. And then a horror category covered by the logo, but all answers in that category will start with the letter C. Luis, where do you want to start?
Let's do single locations for 100.
Okay, where does Devil take place? Jeremy.
What is an elevator?
That is correct. It does take place in an elevator. Let's clear those buzzers. We'll go back to the board. Jeremy, you're in control. Where are we going?
Let's go actors and actresses before and after for one.
All right. It's the last person to play Tommy Doyle in the last movie he played Tommy Doyle. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Jeremy.
Who is Anthony Michael Halloween Kills? No.
That is correct.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He dies in that one. All right. We'll clear the buzzers again. Jeremy, where are we going now?
I like that. Let's do that again for two.
All right. The guy who plays R.L. Stein somehow gets wrapped up in a New York ballet company. Luis.
Who is Jack Black Swan?
That is correct. All right, where are we going, Luis?
Let's go a horror category for 1.
Okay. A 1982 horror anthology directed by George Romero. Luis.
What is Creepshow?
That is correct. Okay, where now?
Horror category for 2.
Horror category for 2. It's the U.S. state where the Overlook Hotel is located. Will.
What is Colorado?
That is correct. Will, you're in control. Where are we going?
All right, let's not be afraid of this, guys. Wait, that's a guy for 200.
For 200. Who plays a woman in Split? Luis.
Who is James McAvoy?
That is correct. See, it's not that hard.
That's what she said.
Luis.
Wait, that's a guy for 1.
Wait, this guy for 1. Psycho. Will.
Who is Anthony Perkins?
Yeah, I would have also accepted Vince Vaughn technically, but that's fine.
Oh, true.
Oh, I gave Luis that point. Will.
Yeah, give me some points, goddammit.
Yeah. All right, Will, where are we going?
Oh, geez. Let's stop being afraid of categories here, guys. Let's do horror icons by the numbers for 300.
All right. It's the number of college students on the show Dangertainment in Halloween Resurrection. Jeremy.
Was 5.
That is incorrect. Will.
What is 4?
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
Luis.
What is 6?
That is correct. There's 6 of them.
That's between the two.
Luis, you're in control.
Horror icons for 1.
Okay. It's the total number of Halloween films. Will.
Oh, great. What is 11?
That is incorrect. Jeremy.
What is 13?
That is correct. There are 13 of them. The original 8, 2 Rob Zombies, and 3 David Gordon Green.
I forgot about the Rob Zombie ones because they should.
Doesn't everybody?
And
Jeremy.
you, point of order, I should be at negative 100.
Oh, I didn't give Jeremy the point.
Yeah, you gave him up.
Go ahead, Jeremy.
A horror category for 3.
Movies in this franchise have had subtitles like Spring Break and Patient Zero. Luis buzzed in too early, so I got to go to
Sorry.
Jeremy.
What is Cabin Fever?
That is correct. Still in control, Jeremy.
Category for 4.
He plays new neighbor and vampire Jerry Dandridge in the original Fright Night. Luis.
Who is Chris Sarandon?
That is correct.
Damn.
Luis, you're in control.
Let's finish the horror category off.
All right. She directed High Life and Trouble Every Day. Luis.
Who is Claire Denis?
There's your European horror question. That is correct. Okay, where are you going, Luis?
Single locations for 300, please.
Where does Feast take place? Will.
A bar.
Did you answer in the form of a question?
Or what is a bar?
That is correct. I don't know if I've been
You should
being...
get that one.
That's your one warning. Go ahead, Will. Where are we going?
Oh, man. I need to make up some points. Screw it. Wait, that's a guy for 5.
Wait, that's a guy for 5. Who plays a woman in Cherry Falls? Start the timer. Jeremy.
Who is David Boreanaz?
That is incorrect.
I
I'll
think
clear this. That is everyone's favorite SNL alum, Jay Moore. Jay Moore is the person that dresses up like a woman in that movie.
Yeah. It helps if I adhere to these movies.
Will, you're in control.
Actors and actresses before and after for 4.
Okay. An actress who appeared in Knock Knock and the movie it's based on, Death Game, but also the setting of Friday the 13th. Jeremy.
Who is Emily Van Camp Crystal Lake?
That is incorrect.
Worth a shot.
And I'll time that out. We're looking for Colleen Camp, Crystal Lake. Colleen Camp is in both of those movies.
Okay.
All right. I think, Will, you're still in control.
Single locations for 5.
All right. Where does Lovely, Dark, and Deep take place? Will.
What is a cave?
That is incorrect.
That's fine.
You probably had to have seen it. It's just a national park. It takes place in a national park. All right. clear those buzzers again. And Will, you're still in control.
Horror icons by the numbers for 5.
All right. It's how many years Will has been locked up in Weston Hills at the start of the present day events in Freddy vs. Jason. Will.
What is 4 years?
That is correct. His entire high school career, he's been in.
Yeah.
All right, Will, you're still in control.
Wait, that's a guy for 4.
Dress to Kill.
Oh, god damn it.
Jeremy.
Who is Michael Caine?
My cocaine is correct. Jeremy.
Wait, that's a guy for 3.
Raising Cain. Jeremy.
Who's John Lithgow?
That is correct. Still with you, Jeremy.
Single locations for 2.
Triangle. Luis.
What is a ship?
That is correct. You can pick Luis.
Horror icons for 4.
It's the numbered entry in the Friday the 13th franchise where Jason voluntarily removes his mask from his face. Jeremy.
What is 8?
That is correct. Shows it to those guys in Times Square. Shows them his lovely face.
Right.
All right. Jeremy.
Actors and actresses for 3.
Eli Roth's latest horror film, but it wraps up quicker because that guy that plays Marcellus Wallace is in it kicking ass. Jeremy.
What is Thanksgiving Reigns?
That is correct.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I'm going to give you your points. There you go. All right.
Let's do it for 5.
A Carpenter flick set off the surface of the earth, and Coach Schneider from Freddy's Revenge is there too. Okay, now 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, that is Ghosts of Marshall Bell. Ghosts of Marshall Bell. All right. Still in control, Jeremy.
Icons for 2.
In the original Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy's glove has this many blades attached to it. Luis.
What is 4?
That is 4, yes. And the final question, where does the gallows take place? Will.
Like a high school or a stage, like a high school gymnasium stage.
What is a school is good enough.
Okay.
That is correct. All right, that'll do it for today. Luis, you're our first 2-time champion, so you'll be back again next time. I think what we'll do is maybe a prize if you can make it for 5 in a row, but you're showing you're really good at this. We'll talk to your competitors first. Will, you showed some knowledge, definitely. Don't be afraid to come on back sometime. How you feeling?
Man, like I feel like I'm going to be really great at this game if I get the right kind of categories. And I don't think these categories were quite in my wheelhouse today. So, but I had fun.
Yeah, ITN category coming soon. Jeremy, how you feeling?
I feel good. Will just needs another blazer. Like he needs a double blazer at for Jeopardy. It'd be all right. No, it's fun. I'm glad I got to play. Someday I might beat Luis at a horror game, maybe.
Yeah, and we'll wrap it up with Luis. Luis, 2-time champ, first 2-time champ.
Hey.
How you feeling?
I mean, feels good, of course, but this was mostly fun. Was very nice to play with these two guys. It's always a pleasure. So yeah, it was fun. I'm looking forward to the next one.
You'll be back in 2 weeks to defend this championship again. Until then, they drop everybody backstage, talk about it. Hey, if you made it this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. Go to the Letterboxd challenge there. We're actually doing a separate show now just for the Letterboxd challenge on Thursdays. Let's go over the schedule. Monday, myself and that gentleman you just saw with the blazer, we do a show called Versus. Jeremy is the only person that watches it. So why don't you join Jeremy and watch that show with him? Tuesday, Why Liv Loves Horror. Everyone loves that show. Wednesday, Aaron unwinds. Aaron's still going through the Evil Bong franchise. Thursday, it's the Why We Love Horror Challenge show. And then Friday is Why We Love Horror Trivia. You get 2 episodes a week or 1 big episode every week. And then Why We Love Horror, I drop whenever I want because we're trying to be more timely with movies. But until next time, I am JWMaher for myself, for Luis, for Jeremy, for Will. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time on Why We Love Horror Trivia.
Game over.
I'll fucking kill you!